glitch percussion and static pops.
Robotic voice samplings initiated. Running data streams.
Aggressive bass with wave table distortion. Syncopated glitch beats with heavy reverb fills. Overglitch sequence parts. Background noise of corrupted data and fire crackles.
Rising white noise and pitch shifted glitch sweeps. Flux jumped and distorted.
Override, engage.
A distorted bass growl
With fire-like modulation. Broken rhythm drums with glitch fills. Lead synths crackle and burst like embers. Layered industrial veil effects and rhythmic gating. Ambient fire crackles and distant digital noise. For bass with slow pitch modulation. Echoing vocal glitch with glitch revival. Bass hits harder with additional distortion layers. Complex explosion with rapid fire snares. Escape steps flicker with rhythmic intensity. Built up to a final explosive glitch burst. Dying fire crackles and fading static. Baseline filters down to a soft rumble. Final robotic voice. Override complete. System stable.
A distorted bass growl with fire-like modulation. Broken rhythm drums with glitch fills. Lead synths crackle and burst like embers. Layered industrial final effects and rhythmic gating.
Fire crackles and distant digital noise. The bass with slow pitch modulation. Echoing vocal glitch with heavy. Layered industrial verse like embers.
Bass hits harder with additional distortion layers. Complex glitch percussion with rapid fire snares. Synth stabs flicker with rhythmic intensity. Built up to a final explosive glitch burst.
Dying fire crackles and fading static. Baseline filters down to a soft rumble. Final robotic voice.
Override complete. System stable.
Static interference, powers glitch clicks and distant digital whispers and deep processed voice murmurs. Access granted, backdoor activated. Tight neurofunk drums with offbeat hi-hats, deep rolling bassline with modulation and distortion, and sharps and stabs echoing like code injections. Layered glitch effects into hidden data transfer. Like glitch effects into hidden data transfer. Rising white noise with glitch stutters. Vocal sample. Surging coming. Powerful bass growl surge with heavy distortion. Complete drum pads with syncopated snares. Glitchy sounds sweeping through the mix. Background effects of digital static and crackles. Sulfur bass fades into airy. Slow glitch percussion with typical effects. Racing through the mix, rising filter sweeps build energy. Bass and drums fade with glitch echoes. Ambient static and digital noise slowly dissipate. Final vocal separate, system secure. Industrial sirens, static glitches, metallic footsteps, FX, terminal typing sounds overloading processors. Low growl bass creeping in, like a monster waking up inside a machine. Vocoder voice, don't break a protocol. Target mainframe authority. Target mainframe. Unflip mechanical snare rolls, hydraulic effects, and rising synth swell. Kick pattern tightens as distortion build distorted sample voice. Crush the core, shatter the crown. Spitting with the knockoff spit balls, a crown fake, now hear it screech. Silicon bones I crush beneath. This is my throne, no room for kings. Dark clock on, bass creeping in, like a monster waking up inside a machine. Vocoder voice, initiate zone, break a blow. Mainframe authority, protocol. Rocket, mainframe authority. Protocol. Dark and shattered rounds with my chaos bleed. The crown sick, now hear it screech. Silicon bones I crush beneath. This is my throne, no room for kings. Dark clock arc, incense riser, enemy beat stutters. The crushed drum breaker, off chaos bleed. The crown was fake, now hear it screech. Silicon chain rattles glittered with tight perks and low impulses. Metal chain rattles plus alarm effects. Rattle with ball, unstable collapse imminent. The heavier drops its modulation band left them love and bleed. Kill the signal, crown erase, crash, crash, crash. The mainframe authority, auto T. Kill the signal, crown erase, crash, crash, crash. The mainframe authority. Kick hits like sledgehammers. Vocoder system overthrown, execute final purge. Glitch down fade, dripping echo of crushed bass. Static fades out with robotic whisper. Long live the breaker. 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 Docket. Mainframe authority. Vocoder. Protocol. Dark shattered rounds with my chaos bleed. The crown was fake, now hear it screech. Silicon bones I crush beneath. This is my throne, no room for kings. Dark clock arb, essence riser, beat stutters. The crushed throne breaker, long chaos bleed. The crown was fake, now hear it screech. Screech. Docket. Mainframe authority. Long live the chain rattles glittered with tight perks and low impulses. Mainframe authority. Doc Clocker. Long live the chains. Doc Clocker. Mainframe authority. Doc Clocker. Long live the chains. Doc Clocker. The breaker. Batten silence, slow pitch drone, broken glass sounds. Melodic lead emerges briefly with haunting reverb. Clangs and industrial machinery noises. Drone low synthwave flickering glitch effects. Faint robotic whispers, rebellion activated, system breach. So hungry the bass pulse. Like baseballs. Mechanical hi-hats start ticking rapidly. Distorted synth risers and heavy filter sweeps. Low vocal stutter rebellion, brains protocol. Tension builds with rising bass distortion. Crushing bass growls with metallic dethrone in mimosas. Test and thrust punch hard with tight stairs and heavy kicks. Pushy synth leads cut sharply through the mix. Vocal chop fragment with aggressive shouts with low override breach. Beats up to minimal crunch effects and ambient industrial noise. Distant echoes of machine overloads. Blizzard phrase, system collapse imminent. Bass returns deeper and more distorted. Drum patterns intensify with complex fills of faster bass. Synth rigid and angular. Vocal glitches, chasm cloudless system crash. Subtle heartbeat like bass calls. When medical hi-hats start ticking rapidly. Distorted synth risers and heavy filter sweeps. Field rebellion, breach protocol. Tension builds with rising bass distortion. Repository bass growls with metallic distortion. Festive drum punch arm and tight snares and heavy kick. We feel reclaimed, rebellion subdued. We feel rebellion, breach protocol. Beat fades to glitch noise and metallic echoes. Final whispered line, bitfield reclaimed, rebellion subdued. Bends on a cold synthetic tone. Beat fades to glitch noise and metallic echoes. Final whispered line, bitfield reclaimed, rebellion subdued. Bends on a cold synthetic tone. Bitfield reclaimed, rebellion subdued. Beat fades to glitch noise and metallic echoes. Final whispered line. Bitfield reclaimed, rebellion subdued. Ends on a cold, synthetic tone. Randomized glitch, texture, stereo. More vocals, integrity at 17%. Shutdown imminent. With the production gaps build tension. Primes and rising pitch. Oscillators, glitch kick counters. Underscore shooting call-outs. Filtering growls and introduces drop multi. Heavy wobble bass and broken rhythm. Layered with metallic squishing glitches. Distorted snares punch through debris. Both rotted call-out. Downfall, downfall. Recycling straight 120 corrupt idle sassy. Saucy heavy path. Simulated data crumbling. More integrity at 17%. More integrity at 17%. Shutdown imminent. Metallic percussion. Taps build tension. Doorbell silence and rising tension. Sirens and rising pitch. Oscillators. Glitch kick stutters vocal cut. Initiating collapse. Mounted bass lights and bass line rich first motif. Enter the mind explosion. Top motif with maximal. Heavy wobble bass and broken rhythm. Layered with metallic squishing glitches. Motif. Through heads with sudden power cut effects. No one will fade out. Final clock and voice line. Mental back complete. Insert tape rewind the glitch burst. With corrupt audio effects, fuzzy ambient pads, all muted beats, simulated data, crumbling facts, reverse synth paths, building reverse tension. This race recharge it with things up lost, first. Recharge it with things up pulsing. Recharge it with things up lost, first. It's a glitch bass with new innovation. I have become rapid and machine-like. melodies from understatic. Voice loops, core failure, irreparable. And a machine-like melody fragment emerges from understatic. Silence cries between drops. Nobody voice loops, core failure, irreparable. Annular synth stutters. Echoes of earlier baseline fade into distortion. High pass filter with drums for months. Full and corrupted. Max later but distortion. With maximals it's maximal but touch with maxima. The melodic glitch you break down halfway through. Ends with sudden power cuts. Now I know corrupted voice lag with retrowave. Crackling digital noise. Choppy glitch effects scattered across stereo field. Whisper distorted vocal. Initiating collapse. Stops repeat with off kilter snare hits. Deep modulated bass pulses with bitters crush. Synth stabs fragmented by rhythm engaging. Acrobatic resembling corrupted data packets. Rising white noise and pitch shifting glitch sweeps. Heavy wobbling bass with harsh distortion. Syncopated glitch drum pattern with shifting rhythms. Assist spikes and with sharp broken stabs. F bursts, mimic data fragmentation, digital shadowing. Copy break textures and reverse synth paths. Copy glitch effects scattered across stereo field. Whisper inverted vocal cycle. The bass intensifies the layered distortion and growls. Drum fills become more aggressive glitchier. Synth leak shred, digital crunch and rapid gating. Build up to a climactic glacier explosion at the end. Cracked synths dissolve into static and noise. Bass fades out with echoing glitches. Final vocal line complete. Levy wobbling bass with harsh distortion. Heavy wobbling bass with harsh distortion. Syncopated glitch drum pattern with shifting rhythms. Synth slicer in the sharp broken steps.
Soft, shimmering synth pads with frost-like arpeggios. Distant icy wind effects layered with gentle crackling digital noise. Subtle vocal whispers override freezing sequence. A low sub-bass hum begins to fade in. A pulsing bass line emerges thick yet smooth. Delicate glitch percussion taps like frozen droplets. Rising filtered synth swells with airy delays. Vocal chops echo softly. Cryo bite override. Warm bass pulses contrasted with cold chops and stabs. Shows a beat with quick snares and smooth halves. Atmospheric paths swell and shimmer in the background. Full flares form icy chants override active. It breaks down to minimal percussion and ambient textures. Digital ice cracking sounds layered with slow melodic homage. Whispered vocal phrases override freezing sequence. Standby mode, beating grind fuller with dark resonant qualities. Glitch elements cascade with delicate sharp rhythmic clicks. Delicate glitch percussion taps like frozen droplets. Rising triplets. Rising filter synth swells with airy delays. Vocal chops echo softly. Cryo override engage. Ambient synth wash with layered reverb and soft pads. Slow bass pulses fade in and out like heartbeat and ice. Echoing vocal fragments of breeze override. Full beat and bass return with extra energy and layered effects. Synth stabs sharpen and syncopate with the rhythm. Vocal chops pass into rhythmic glitch sequences. Paving with rhythms and fading bass pulses. Sounds shimmering pads and crackling ice effects. Whisper closing line override complete. Cryo mode disengaged. Deep warm bass pulses contrasted with cold sharp synth stabs. just a beat with crisp snares and smooth hats. Atmospheric paths swell and shimmer in the background. Override active. Active. Override active. It breaks down to minimal percussion and ambient textures. Digital ice cracking sounds layered with slow melodic synth. Whispered vocal phrases superimposed in standby mode. This returns deeper and fuller with dark resonant qualities. Glitch elements cascade with delicate sharp rhythmic clicks. Even in and out as the arpeggiations glow brighter. Vocal effects looping with increasing intensity. Cryo light engage. Richard, override. Effects atmosphere, sparkling data bursts, glitch, shimmer, echoes, faint cosmic paths. Pulsing sub-frequency heartbeat, perks, steppers clicking like daily countdown timer. Initializing, pulse alignment, Nova ready. Arpeggiated synth line rises in pitch with glitch, jitter effects. Layered breakbeat patterns fading like incoming data storms. Raises granular and crackling, mimicking code splinters. Vocal chop root, glitch nova, glitch nova. Electro bass, German bass, colors of our digital nova core. Fast bass breakbeats chopped aggressively layered with the crisp textures. Sweeping mod bass clouds with staccato pulses, soul line and laser sims ricochet across stereo space. Electro drums soften to a skittering groove. Melodic pad emerges, a glittering harmony, randomness in a solar flare. From the void, right the glitch, nova erupts in coded pitch. Mullet breaking chopped with layered arcs, mid bass takes the pulse in a call response rhythm with a kick snare combo. A quick fills mimic signal interference, no memory errors. Electro fusion drop. Electro picture clover leaf. Vocalize beat, vocal alignment, Nova ready. Arpeggiated synth line rises in pitch with glitch, jitter effects. Layered breakbeat patterns fading like incoming data storms. Raises granular and crackling, mimicking code splinters. Vocal chop root, glitch nova, glitch nova. Arpeggiated patterns fading like glitch from incoming data storms. Raises granular and divergent storms. Rise around the thumping data storms. Rises granular and crackling, mimicking code splinters. Vocal chop root, glitch nova, glitch nova, glitch nova. Glitch nova. Breakbeat mutations, persist of frantic syncopation. Baseline fiction that drops a meltdown effect. Does that feel cyberpunk over the stairs? Shimmering weight leapers, clicking like blended through granular filter. Buckle delays fade out. Filter pad closes with long river tail. One final vocal echo. Pulse terminated.
Sub-bass with metallic clanks like machinery gears. Layered syncopated hi-hats slowly building tension. Distant robotic voice system congestion detected, initiating drop bursts. Ambient glitch effects and data stream noises. Complex drum rolls with rapid fire snare hits. Rising synth tension with filter sweeps and pitch bends. Vocal stutters, gridlock pressure rising. Bassline thickens, rhythmic stamps emerge. Aggressive neurofunk bass draws with sharp modulations. Crunchy decks and drums cutting through with rapid kicks and snares. Syncopated plays, steps and soft vocals. Background synth slow and chaotic energy. Beat strips down, even glitch effects and bass drones. Whirring digital noises with pitch shifted vocal races. Drummers, sequence active. Rising tension with distant crewy synths. Full neurofunk assault returns with layered bass text set. Unleashed increasing the cover, increasing complexity. Being shots that recut through the mix. Flavor overload, burst, atmospheric fast, and deep reverb wash. Slow bass pulses fading in and out, distorting vocal echo, recalibrating. Intense bass growls laid with glitchy appeal, driving drum fills and relentless rhythm. Vocal chops fragmented in rhythmic drop burst, gridlock, surge. Synth lines morph and cascade dynamically. Beat fades out with glitch effects and sub-bass hum. Robotic voice gridlock resolved, sits online, ends with soft digital static. Beat fades out with glitch effects and sub-bass hum. Robotic voice gridlock resolved, systems online, ends with soft digital static. Beats face out with glitch effects and sub-bass hum. Laid out, beating glitch effects and bass drum. Lurid digital noises with sharp bass drums. Lurid digital noises with pitch effects stems. Cover secrets after mystic vocal phrases. Cover secrets after lines and tennis points. System rhythm kicks and rapid kisses. Stabs, completed voice stabs and sharp vocal cuts. Abs backwards, it's full with chaotic energy. Beat spreads down, leaving glitch effects and bass drums. Lurid digital noises with pitch shifted vocal pitch. Quiver sequence active. Rising tension with every synths. Foamy refunk assault returns with layered bass textures. Drum patterns increase in complexity and speed. Sharp synth leads cut through the mix. Vocal glitches, grid load, drum bursts, atmospheric pads and deep reverb wash. Slow bass pulses fading in and out. System rebooting, recalibrating. Intense bass growls layered with glitchy up-heavier bass textures. Driving drum fills and relentless rhythm. Vocal chops fragmented in rhythmic drop burst. Gridlock, surge. Suddenly reverse chants, echoing static burst, corrupted MIDI pings. Mechanical whisper, command system, crash, ritual active. Distorted bell toll rings as the intro builds tension. Trap hi-hats with irregular pitch shifted rolls. Kick and snare combo sounds like all terminal claps. Deep vocal effects, code is the curse. We wrote our own doom, broken synth melody emerges glitching mid-bar. Rapid fire chanting under vocoded glitches. Downward rise of warps in reverse. Ritual phrase triggers drop. Control bass frost with hard stereo bounce sound effects. Ancient ritual drops twisted into machine gun patterns. Synth pitch warp lead with unpredictable timing. Chant fragment loops, crash, burn, rise. Dissonant ambient paths flow with frozen glitch texture. Sound state simulates a corrupted mood screen. Foreign voice and fragments. System failure. Ritual incomplete. Mainly returns with darker, lower pitch 808 bass distortion cranked with hard panning LFO. Kick pattern becomes more tribal and off-grid. Jams reverse and modulate across channels. Fade out through glitched heartbeats and modem screech effects. Last chance was the cure. Sudden silence broken by one final hard radius. It kicks consoles, enemy and glitch textures and VHS static crackle. Melancholy of video slowly rises with delay trails. It's a whisper barely audible, initiating white memory unit engaged. Heavy rhythm kicks in with filter snare taps. Shimmery sits with granular subwoofers. Forget loops like broken software. Bass pulses rise and fall like memory load cycles. Harsh digital rip sounds, corrupted hard drive noises. Slide dry surf glitchy bleeps and reverse chants. Whisper builds, erasing identity now. Hard hitting kick pair with a distorted fluttering bass growl. Melodic synths cut with reverb stutters. Sick crush blood glitching between every four bars. Data transfer effects pan left to right with each bar. Breakdown with swirling echoes. Soft vocal layers rise up. I am still here. filtered bass, all core stab sync with kick. Drum punchy trap style snares, layered claps, effect retro roofer, sudden final crackle. With shadows on the circuit's edge, echoes of the words we never said. Midnight sparks between your hands, we light the code across this land. Take my hand through shifting light, where data goes beyond the night. Every second synthesized in this glitch of paradise. Melody replayed on soft bell synth. Knots energy, layered harmonic vocals. Neon pulses up. Big felt with kick, bass, hook, punchy trap style snares, layered clackle, a sucked oracle, crackle. Sound design, electrostatic tension, robotic whispers, low frequency pulse, FX and spark, security breach sounds. Odd neural interface established, hijack in progress. Kick hitter slowly layered with filtered hi-hats and granular textures. Lines of code inside my head, baseline bites that never end. Hijack thoughts begin to bend, a signal calls it won't pretend. 808 blast, demodulated neuro bass groove. Glucose and cheap glitch, off grid bounce. Filter bass pulse rising, neural control at 92%. Injecting primary drop sequence. Snare rolls sharp and reversed. Explosion. Add neural bass modulated with mid-fret growls. Trap head syncopated stutters, no perverse bass collision effects. Vocal chop hijack, baseline lockdown. Neural burn each cycle to and lead melody with low pass filter. Hidden through your neural baseline, more filtered hi-hats and granular textures. Simulator with the filtered hi-hats and granular textures. Slip blackout echoes, stutters and soft glitch melody. Heartbeat effects fading in whispers. You are not in control anymore. Baseline vibrate anymore. Hijack blocks neural fusion. Hijack complete. Trap roll it with deep growl, neural bass. Arcs burst in between every second bar. It goes double pulse before the fade. All layers dissolve in static. Soft combine glitch fade out. Baseline integrated. Goodbye, user. Bass pulse, primary drop sequence. Injecting primary drop sequence. Snare rolls shocked and reversed. Uncorporated neural bass corrosion. Percussion equals off-grid bounce. From bass on the lane. Mid-mid flag growls. Stutters, levelators dissolve in a static. So from high-play fade out. Baseline integrated. Goodbye, user. Bass pull at 92%. Injecting primary drop sequence. Snare rolls chopped and reversed. Bass explosion. The neural bass modulated with mid-fret growls. Trap head syncopated stutters. Subwoofers bass collision effects. Full drop hijack baseline lockdown. Hijack baseline lockdown. Baseline ploids modulated with mid-fret growls. Track pad, syncopated stutters, full reverse bass glitch effects, double jump, hijack, baseline lockdown, body stereo, aero bass, true loop, lucky with low pass filter, body under your neural baseline. More distortion, high pass flutter. Execute, neural override baseline now sounds jagged like it's breaking circuits. Before blackout echoes, stutters, and soft glitch melody. Heartbeat facts fade and whispers you are not in control anymore. Anymore.
Growling sub-bass pulses slowly awaken. Machine beats, processor noise, and glitchy static fade in. Metallic percussion taps begin to form a rhythm.
Fading override.
Complex neurostyle bass lines coil around tight snares. Robotic stabs and distorted risers glitch in and out. Percussion armor layered with reverb. Tension builds with escalating digital screeches. Sudden drop in elements to pure build. Synthwave bass stab packs roll into feedback. Security bypass control seized. Watch the neural bass riff with pitch modulations. Glitch fills between bass phrase and numbers, so drives the rhythm stirring reset. Camera of glass, throw it high. High pass filter sweep and rapid bursts. To depth. Atmospheric paths with reverse glitch texture. Smart, distorted blocks float through delay. Simulated powered down sounds, breathing space before next surge. Metallic percussion tap begin to form a rhythm. We'll code folly to solve it, can filter the low M. Complex neural over sound to sound, it can filter low and hum. Slide it can filter low and hum. Low and hum. Low and hum. Rich. Low and hum. Rich. Low and hum. Rich.
Although and hum.
Rich. Robotics neurostyle bass lines coil around tight snares. Robotic stabs and distorted risers glitch in and out. Tension builds with escalated reverb. Tension builds with escalating digital screeches. Sudden drop in elements in pure build. Synthwave bass sound effects well in feedback. Security bypass control seized. Watch the neural bass riff with pitch modulations. Understood neural bass riff with pitch modulations. Glitch fills between bass phrasing. Industrial kick snare combo drives the rhythm. Stuttering synths mirror a crashing AI. High pass filter sweep and rapid bursts. Episode unpredicted reverse. And external kickdown combo drives the rhythm. Stuttering synths mirror athlete and rapid bursts. Episode passive pads and reverse. Thrust, distorting blocks filter through the layer. Simulated power down south, breaking space before next surge. Rubber turn sweeping rapid bursts. Atmospheric paths with reverse glitch texture. Sparse distorted blocks float through delay. Simulated power down sounds, breathing space before next surge. Neural back surge. Neural back surge. Neural back surge. Alright. Good morning. Hyperdynamic.
Clean, precise synth paths layered with subtle static interference. Soft digital beeps simulating signal pings. Atmospheric hum with faint robotic voice fragments. Initializing neural waveform. Rapid percussive hi-hats enter complex patterns emerge. Syncopating bass stabs slowly take form. Rising filter sweeps and glitch effects build tension. Vocal snippet stutters signal wave. Neurograph. Tight aggressive neurofuck. Bassline pulsates with dynamic modulations. Punchy text and drums with crisp snares and fast kicks. Intricate glitchy synth runs cutting sharply. Vocal glitches synchroned quickly. Signal wave active. Neurowave active. Neurograph engaged. He reduces the bass drones and synthetic noise. Arpeggiated synths ripple in patterns resembling neural pathways. Whispered volume transmission locked. Bassline intensifies with complex pitch bends and wobble effects. Drum patterns become more intricate and driving. Sharp synth stabs later slowly take form. Atmospheric hum. Bassline intensifies with complex pitch bends and wobble effects. Pumping bass bends and wobble effects. Propellers become more intricate in driving. Rising filter sweeps and clicks build tension. Complex bass modulations and sharp lead synths dominate. Syncopated drum fills drive the intensity higher. Vocal glitches echo. Neurograph overrides signal wave complete. Beat fades out to glitch noise and fading synth paths. Final vocal whisper system resets signal wave offline. That's on a soft digital tone. Precise synth pads. Final vocal whisper system reset single wave offline. Ends on a soft digital tone. Intricate glitchy synth routes current sharply. Vocal glitches sync remember quickly. Signal wave active. Neurograph engaged. Neurograph engaged. Beat reduces to bass drones and synthetic noise. Arpeggiated synths ripple in patterns resembling neural pathways. Whispered vocal echo lecker. Synthwave active. Neurograph engaged. Beat reduces to bass drones and synthetic noise. Arpeggiateds become more intricate than driving.
Static laced ambient pad, slow pulsating tone mimicking brain scans.
Neural input unstable. Rising low rumble hinting at incoming pressure. Dark arpeggiator with phase stereo spread. Offbeat hats and reverse snare hits. Creeping neural bass modulating unpredictably. Whispered box sample collapse imminent. High pitch rise at top with glitch gates. Neural bass distorted into a resonant screech. 3, 2, implode. Syncopated neural bassline layered with bit crush textures. Kick snare combo slams with industrial aggression. Synth steps dynamic seizure like rhythms. Glitch effects scream across the real field. Beat some drone and robotic rip sounds. Broken sentinel filters in and out like fading thoughts. Reverse effects swirl into delay. Pausing low rumble hinting at incoming pressure. Dark arpeggiator with phase stereo spread. Offbeat hats and reverse snare hits. Creeping neural bass modulating unpredictably. Collapse, compelling neural bassline layered with bit crush textures. Kick snare and combo slams with industrial breach. Sound the implode. Fast syncopated neural bassline layered with bit crush textures. Kick snare and combo slams with industrial aggression. Breach synth stabs mimic seizure like precious sensibility over melodic reverb tails. Harder drop variation with double speed drum fills. Bassline full fill itself with phase cancellation effects. High and ground layered with harmonic reverb tails. Fade out with oscillating sine wave glitch. Final echo. Connection lost. System beep as the track shuts down. Electricom built like a system powering up. Ambient crackles simulate melting processors. Slate synth rising sound arpeggio with a subtle detune. Remember body whisper, drop wave incoming. Percussion kicks in, filter snare, rising kick rolls. Background vector spinning, fancy and clock beat baritones. Bass swelling with thermal distortion filters. Filters. Dropwave overdrive, ultra punchy, sub-bass slams in and sing the drop waves. Then glides up and crushes down like a voltage arc. Hi-hats glitch, stutter between 8th and 16th notes. Such compression mimics heat surges. Overheating beeps, electronic breath samples. Bass chills into a rolling mid-glitch layer. Filtered on PNGO moves like data flickering through RAM. FX fan whirl, CPU hubs off delayed taps. Beat simplifies the heavy kick and wide clap. Clock speed bypass, containment failed. Link or dump best harm. Drop wave incoming. Drop wave incoming. Percussion kicks in, filter snare, rising kick rolls. Background effort spinning, fast ticking clock. Beat baritones, bass swelling with thermal distortion filters. Drop wave incoming. Percussion kicks in, filter snare, rising kick rolls. Background effort spinning, fast ticking clock. Beat baritones, bass swelling with thermal distortion filters. Drop wave overdrive, drop wave your overdrive. Ultra punchy sub-bass slams in signature. Drop wave, synth glides up and crushes down like a voltage arc. Hi-hats glitch, stutter between 8th and 16th notes. Such compression mimics heat surges. Rapid overheating beats, electronic breath samples. Bass chills into a rolling glitch layer. Filtered on PNGO moves like data flickering through RAM. FX fan whirl, CPU hubs off delayed taps. Beat simplifies the heavy kick and wide clap. Clock speed bypassed, containment failed. Flick or dump best or demon coverage layer. Filtered on PNGO moves like data flickering through RAM. FX fan whirl, CPU hubs off delayed taps. The heavy kick, no wide clap. Clock speed bypassed. Containment failed. Wide clap. Prod. Wave. No.
Digital wind effects, a ghost-like paths. Glitching record fragments fading in, faint radio interference pulses. Robotic voice whisper system breach, runs a wave inbound. Rapid fire snare bells, alarm laces, modulations rise. Stuttered bass growls filter upward. Vocodic glitch phrase, unlocking breach. Aggressive distorted bass line with tearing textures. Slice brain beats with precise glitch injections. Delayed layered thoughts of synths in a wave motion. Bridge, phantom wave. Filter drums and bass sweep away. Haunting happy heads lead echoes in delay. Deep sub bass pulses made in sonar claps. Watch fleet form sputter. Heavier, more distorted bass re-entry. Cyberpunk melody rise above chaotic lowland. Log off and grows. Single bass surgical. Softer full glitch. Review. Into a wash of reverb and modulated retraction. No drums, just rising pads and binary pulses. Whisper phantom wave rerouting. The return of main glitch bass waves. Way to sense oscillate while play. Beat drops into halftime for brief moments and slams back. Reach can't be stopped. Glitch trails and fading paths. Static interference fades out. Final line. Transmission terminated. Blick to white noise sweeping across stereo field. Metallic clicks and tapping like keypad hacking. Fake reversed vocal sample access denied override. Subtle filtered bass hum rising slowly. Spouses trap style hi-hats begin tick-tocking. Syncopated glitch synths ripple and bursts. Vocal chop stutter pulse hack. Rising filtered synth swell and rhythmic stabs. Heavy wobble bass with a robotic growl undertone. Snappy glitch hop drum pattern with crunchy snares. Syncopated percussive glitches and digital scratches. Vocal snippets chopped rapidly. Bypass firewall breach pulse. Beat strips down to glitch effects and atmospheric paths. Echoing reverse synth swirl and digital beats. Simulate a hacking sequence. Whispered line, eclipse initiated. Bass becomes more distorted, layered with aggressive sub-frequencies. Drum pattern intensifies with triplet hi-hat rolls and snare fills. Synth leads with sharp cutting digital tones. Pulse hack, eclipse, override. Ambient synth pads drenched in reverb. Low-end drone pulses slowly. Glitched vocal fragments loop. Access override. Pulse. Digital static fades in and out. All elements
return with increased intensity. Heavy bass growls layered with glitch up hat feel. Complex drum fills and cascading hi-hat runs. Vocal chop fragmented rhythmically hack. Eclipse, pulse, breach. Beat bass to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Beat bass to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final vocal snippet, system reset. Pulse lost, ends with digital static crackle. Beat fades to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final vocal snippet, system reset. Pulse lost, ends with digital static crackle. Bypass firewall, breach, pulse. Beat straights to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final vocal snippet, system reset. Pulse lost, ends with digital static crackle. More distorted, layered with aggressive sub-frequencies. Drum pattern intensifies with triplet hi-hat rolls and snare fills. Synth leads with sharp, cutting digital tones. Pulse hack, eclipse, override. Ambient synth pads drenched in reverb. Low-end drone pulses slowly. Glitched vocal fragments loop, access, override. Pulse, digital static fades in and out. All elements return with increased intensity. Heavy bass growls layered with good trust. Access, override, pulse, digital static fades in and out. All elements return with increased intensity. Heavy bass growls layered with glitch trust. Pulse, snare, override, pulse, digital static fades in and out. All elements return with increased intensity. Heavy bass growls layered with glitch trust. Complex drum fills and cascading hi-hat runs. Override, pulse, digital static fades in and out. All elements return with increased intensity. Beat fades to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final vocal snippets, pulse lost, ends with digital static crackle. Beat fades to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final vocal snippet, system reset. Pulse lost, ends with digital static crackle. Beat fades to glitch noise and soft synth echoes. Final.
Mixing suburbs with glowing neon filters. Subtle static and radio stand noises. Rising white noise with faint vocal sample. Radio wave destabilize. Running electro bass line with tone modulation. Type 4 on the floor, kick with clouds and hi-hats. Distorted synth leads weaving in rhythmic snaps. Background static simulating overload. Rising pitch sweep, white noise. Down imminent, prepare. Heavy electro bass with wobble and distortion. Aggressive synth steps cutting through the mix. Syncopated drum pattern with glitch effects. Layered effects, static bursts and neon sweeps. Atmospheric passive filtered noise. Special percussion with echo delay. Synth melodies gradually dissolving to statics. Rising white noise with faint vocal sample. Radio waves escapes the lion wakes. Crashes. Type 4 on the floor, kick with clutch and layers. Sudden, retrowave and static notion layers. Type synth leads build tension towards the climax. Rising filters, sweeps and effects, crashes. Bass and synths fade into static noise. Final vocal sample fading out. Meltdown complete. Systems offline.
Sound design around blowing out jacks. Electrical surge, one squeals, later heavy drums with screamer back. Protocol initialized. Memory drift detected. Protocol initialized.
Vocal distorted cybernetic turn. Fault lines, quake as circuits burn. Bit stream pulses breaking down. static silence, then the sound. That percussion, metallic tap lake, that slowly rising. Corrupted logs, the era grows. Frozen cores begin to glow. Ramquake rising, breach the code. Collapse begins, overload. Huge dance, drop dust for the best electrical surge. Modem squeals, modem squeals. Layer rhythm hits the frame apart. Memory drift detected. FX sound that filters through the static. Dogger call initialize, filtered drone pads. They crush melody, toss a sound of code or whisper running from deletion. Echo, overflow. No percussion, just tension and sound design. Full energy kicks that run half-time groove. More chaotic bass wobbles, layer in three types. Bass textures, green, distorted, red scrub, sun tremor. Drop bends with bit crush, glitch tail. Astroverty fragments, red error beat tones. Final line, beatonic groove. More chaotic bass wobbles, layering three types of bass textures. Green, distorted, wet, squelch, sub tremor. Drop bends with bit crush, glitch tail. Reverse melody fragments. Ram error beep tones, final line.
There's freaky static box, acid percussive, color clicks and digital beats.
Whispered, processed vocal systems.
Bassline warps with pitch bending and pitch crush effects. Syncopated glitch beats build tension. Dissonant synth blocks with reverb. Macro noise mimics corrupted data transfer. Rising noise sweep with stuttering glitches. Sudden cutoff leading into drop. Heavy warped bass crowds with sharp distortion. Fast glitch, console with sharp distortion. Fast glitch, percussion and off-grid snares. Rhythmic gaining on synths, creating stutter melody. Dark atmosphere with layered glitch effects. Those drums, ambient synth pads. Filtered bass line slowly morphs. Echo vocal glitch repeats. System compromised. Wicked active infiltrating systems. Bassline works with pitch bending and bit crush effects. Syncopated glitch beats build tension. Dissonant synth blocks with reverb. Background noise mimics corrupted data transfer. Rising noise sweep with stuttering glitches. Vox sweep with stuttering glitches. Override. Sudden cutoff leading into drop. Heavy warped bass growls with sharp distortion. Heavy warped bass growls with sharp distortion. Thump.
Power glitch hit. Deactivated.
Ends on a soft distorted bass hum.
Glitch percussion and off-grid snares. Rhythmic gating on synths, creating stutter melody. Dark atmosphere with layered glitch effects.
Bass and synths fade with digital crackles.
Final glitchy vocal. Wicked activated. Ends on a soft distorted bass hum.
Cracked radio static and white noise bursts. Sparse as glitchy percussion with distant beeps. Layered echo effects simulating signal interference.
Whispered vocal signal jam.
Echo glitch, hot beats with off-kilter hi-hats. Echoing bass pulses with pitch modulation. Stuttered synth fragments layered in stereo. Background background effects mimicking radio feedback loops. Rising noise sweep with pitch bends and glitches. Vocal chops distorted and echo. Jamming. Heavy bass with wobble and echo delay. Complex glitch percussion with shuffled snares. Sharp synth stabs ping-ponging through space. Background echo effects enhancing rhythmic chaos. Ambient synth pads with delay. Slow glitch percussion with wide stereo spread. Filtered bass on face gently. Return of passive whistling whirling bass. Faster glitch bass with glitch hop style cuts. Echoed synth melodies interlaced with bass rhythm. Rising filters sweep leads to final beats. Echoing bass fades into static noise. Final vocal echo. Echo. Signal lost. Reconnected.
Glitch hop beats with off-kilter hi-hats. Echoing bass pulses with pitch modulation. Stuttered synth fragments layered in stereo. Background effects mimicking radio feedback loops.
Rising noise sweep with pitch bends and glitches. Vocal chops distorted and echo. Jamming, 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 jamming. Reloaded bass with pitch bends and glitches. Final vocal echo. Signal lost. Reconnecting. Complex pitches with wide stereo spread. Filtered bass hum fades gently. Return of aggressive wobbling bass. Fast glitch beats with glitch hops not ignored. Slow percussion with wide stereo spread. Filtered bass hum fades gently. Return of aggressive wobbling bass. Faster glitch beats with deep mechanical hums, a firewall alarm pings. Arpeggiated synth pattern jumps on glitch pulses. Distorted voice sampling, bracing firewall crank. Erotic rhythm style beat kicks in. Bassline lurches like a broken machine arm swinging. Granular synths pad erratically across channels. Filter sweeps simulate rising data pressure. Silent pitch bends up with intense side chaining. Pitch crush glitch fills. Vox firewall at 0%. Prepare for crank. Main bass is metallic and cranked like an industrial winch. Rhythm aggressive, but steady background effects. Smooth and sparse data burst effects. Glitch squeals, kick snare combo pounds like hydraulic pistons. Drums fade into accolades. Synth lines shimmering textures play like broken code on loop. Glitchy whispers bring stand left to right. Subscore not contained. Basslines go deeper and more granular. Contains like your broken machine arm swinging. Crush drone, final line. Crank complete data storm. Rod body. Work. Robotic rhythm style beat kicks in. Bassline lurches like a broken machine arm swinging. Granular synths pan erratically across channels. Filter sweeps simulate rising data pressure. Pressure. Silent pitch bends up with intense side chaining. Let crush twitch fills. Firewall synths pan erratically across channels. Filter sweeps simulate rising data pressure. Silent pitch bends up with intense side chaining. Edge crush glitch fills. Vox firewall at 0%. Prepare for cranks. Main bass is metallic and cranked like an industrial wrench. Rated rhythm aggressive but steady background effects. More than sparse data burst F glitch squeals. Kick snare combo pounds like hydraulic pistons. Drums fade into accolades. Synth lines shimmering textures play like broken code on a loop. Glitchy whispers pan left to right. Substorm not contained. Not tamed. Basslines go deeper and more granular. Drop contain layer distortion with reverb stabs. Tempo slow sliding mid drop for dramatic drag. Final glitch effect. Firewall break effects. Digital glass crack. Digital glitch effects. Digital glass.
pattern effects with rising arcs and distorted pads.
Detonator armed. System override.
Bitchy clicks and growling sub-bass rumble underneath. Just because it begins filtering in, filtering your swell with ascending pitch. Kick snare pattern tightens with trap-like cadence. Along the fest intensify. Box 3, 2, 1. That's a distorted bass slam. Harnessed in staff. Drum pad levels can't be styled, built with synthwave rhythms. Background extravagation and synths layered with rhythmic glitches. Beat continues with new bass motifs and consists related to sound and skill. Star animation has movements. Fonts, everroom, pedal gales, PK, billows of craft and vertelic. The assess. Fetching clicks and runs, system override. VK builds intensity, laser effect backs between bass phrases. Simulate digital filtering in. Do an echo. Anticipation, going into it dissolves. Switch, so it's fully built as final disappointments. Destiny, bass phrases simulate digital destruction. Kick is their fade to filtered echo. Basically dissolves into complete. False and final distorted bass fades with heartbeat like sub-thumps. Detonator deactivated. Humming sub-theory reverse chants. Echoing static bursts, corrupted midi bass. Mechanical whisper. Commence system crash. Ritual activated. A distorted alpha rings as the intro builds tension. Trap my hands with irregular killer pitch. Shifted bow. Kick and snare combo sounds like ultra-mental claps. Deep vocal effects. Notice because we wrote our own doom. Broken synth melody emerges, glitching mid-bar. Rapid fire chanting under coded glitches. Soundward rise or warps in reverse. Ritual phrase triggers drop. Control of the literal bass bronze with hard stereo bounce. Sound effects, ancient ritual drums twisted into machine gun patterns. It's a pitch will click with unpredictable timing. Jam fragment loops. Crash, burn, rise. Dissonant ambient bad swell with frozen glitch texture. Stuff it simulates a corrupted loop screen. Robotic voice and fragments. System failure. Ritual incomplete. Mainly returns with darker lower pitch. 808 bass distortion cranked with hard padding LFO. Kick pattern becomes more tribal and off-grid. Jams reverse and modulate across channels. Fade out through glitched heartbeats and motive range effects. Last chance, the crash was the cure. Sudden silence broken by one final hard reboot tone. Pure sign hit. Humming sub and eerie reverse chants. Acolyte banks, ancient ritual drums twisted in nurse. You control, alt delete bursts. Ritual phrase triggers drop. Control. Guttural bass throbs with hard stereo bounce. Sound effects, ancient ritual drums twisted into machine gun patterns. Instant pitch will play with unpredictable timing. Ritual phrase triggers drop. Control bass throbs with hard stereo bounce. Sound effects, ancient ritual drums twisted into machine gun patterns. Instant pitch will play with unpredictable timing. Jams fragment loops. Crash, burn, run, rise. Control bass throbs with hard stereo bounce. Boundary glitch testing the bounce. Sound effects, ancient ritual drums twisted into machine gun patterns. Instant pitch will play with unpredictable timing. Jams fragment loops. Crash, burn, rise. Dissonant ambient bad swell with frozen glitch textures. Softic simulates a corrupted boot screen. Robotic voice and fragments. System failure. Ritual incomplete. Main lead returns with darker, lower pitch. 808 bass distortion cranked with hard padding LFO. Kick pattern becomes more tribal and off-grid. Jams reverse and modulate across channels. Main lead returns with darker, lower pitch. 808 bass distortion cranked with hard padding LFO. Kick pattern becomes more tribal and off-grid. Jams reverse and modulate across channels. Fade out the clicks, heartbeats and motives range effects. Last chance, the crash was the cure. Sudden silence broken by one final hard reboot tone. Kick pattern becomes more tribal and off-grid.
Buzzing hum like a data center waking up. Boot up beats, distorted files, loading samples, whispered fox, subnet breach, virus in the shell, license, distorted, sorted, set a blip, slowly form the rhythm, skeleton. Glitch hop rhythm with corrupted kick placements, layered F and bass with random demise, pitch, warp, static, crackle, effects, and viral burst glitches, synth stabs, echo like broken broadcast signals, pitch rising alarm, pitch rising alarm, Halo detonated, access overridden, massive rhythm inspired beat shop rhythm, 8-bit error effects intertwined with neural squelch shifts, drums laced with crushed metallic hi-hats, dirty subpulses hit like EMP shockwaves, literals echo like back and lost bursts, lyric loop was muted, firewall log scrolling, subversive melody played through a broken modem fax chain, sound design mimics corrupted Ethernet data darts. Second draw escalates with harsher growls and triplet patterns. Control presents echoes and collapse into silence. Drum breaks use reverse fills and track snares. Thin scream like server overload, load alarms. Power down effects, distorted hard drive lines. Final box, subnet, uncontained. Ends with load and subdrone fading like dying hardware. Massive rhythm inspired bass shop rhythm, 8-bit era FX intertwined with neuro squelches, drums laced with crushed metallic hi-hats, dirty subpulses hit like EMP shockwaves, literals echo back and lost bursts, this lyric loop was muted, firewall log scrolling, subversive melody played through a